Hello there, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another episode, another week of the Pokemon Stadium 2 Draft League. As you can see, we got a new setup starting this week. So this is the first episode with the new setup for the channel. Showing everybody the upload schedule, so to say. Also now, my camera is not in the way of the game footage. Woo! And of course, we got the channel logo underneath me too. So, yay. Big week here, week 10. I got some big matchups. And I believe we actually have a scenario where one team can clinch a playoff berth today. I will go into more detail about that later. But yeah, if you like these draft leagues, you like the new setup, you like that we're coming down to the wire, crunch time, etc., don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, ring the bell, you know, that YouTube nonsense. And I'll be right back in just a moment with our first matchup of the night. Alright, I'm back with the first matchup of the day. We got Doom and Gloom and the Pokemon Power. Doom and Gloom need a win to crawl back into the playoff picture, potentially. Pokemon Power need a win to try and move up to that coveted second place. A lot of things that can happen this week, depending on if Doom and Gloom can win, they'll move closer. If We Are the Mod Champion win, they could move closer. If both win, then they're both a lot closer to being in. On the other hand, the Power and the Ho-Oh need wins to try and capture second place. And then, of course, the big battle this week, we got the Tampa Bay Steelix and the Ponyta. That will have some implications. Ponyta with a convincing win. I'm not sure if it has to be a sweep or if it just has to be like 5-0 but if they have a convincing win, they've clinched a playoff spot even if they lose out. So not that I think anyone thinks they're going to miss the playoffs, but it would mathematically be clinched. So anyway, in this first matchup, Doom and Gloom and the Pokemon Power. All right, let's see here. So we've got, I've got orders here for Snorlax to be the lead for this team. So we're going to go with that. We're battling at the Prime Cup this week. All right. Sorry, if you see me looking down, that's me checking my phone, so I have this manager, his directions. There we go. I can speak, occasionally. Let's see. So, does he have any objections here with Moltres? Probably want... Well, Dewgong, it's neutral, so maybe Houndoom. Let's see. Specific directions for Snorlax, Snorlax, Hitmonlee, and Staryu. So the other three look like I can kind of play around with them as I need to. Judging by the other team, I think that Houndoom is going to be more valuable than Charizard. So let's go with Charizard. I originally was going to put Dewgong in, but because of its ice typing, it'd be a neutral hit with Fire Blast. So maybe if we can get some of the Fire Blast out of Moltres' system, I can try Dewgong later against Moltres in a matchup. Alright. Wing attack. Alright, you're going to switch. This is most likely going to be Golem or Magnemite. My guess, it says Golem because Magnemite's weak to fire. Yep. The only way Magnemite would have made sense would have been predicting Wing attack. Of course, I guess they could have gone with Tyranitar. Alright, we got I think that was a critical hit, but it wasn't very effective. Alright. You're going to use Rock Throw because Earthquake can't hit us. Let's go Hitmonlee. Because Hitmonlee, I believe, will resist it a little bit, even if he doesn't. The main Pokemon we're saving Hitmonlee for is Tyranitar, and we're faster than it. So we don't necessarily have to have full health. Alright, not very effective. I thought I had that right in my head. Alakazam and Venusaur are the only two things they could switch in here. I'm going to predict a switch and go with Mega Kick. They did not switch. Okay, high jump kick next time. Interesting. And Rock Throw 2 instead of Magnitude on top of that. Like, Magnitude might have, if you got a high roll, it might have been enough to take us out. That's an interesting call. Alright, high jump kick. Golem's down low. Wow, Rock Throw missed. Alright. Well, I think Hitmonlee's going to get the first knockout of the game. Yep. I didn't even know Rock Throw could miss back in Gen 2. So, I mean, it obviously could miss. It's like Tackle, though. I mean, how often would it actually miss? Alright. I meant it wasn't a low accuracy move is what I meant. It's not like 90 or 95. It might be 95, but I know it's not 90 or anything like that. Alright, Alakazam, we're going to put Houndoom in, because I'm expecting you to use Psybeam. Alright, alright. Yep, okay. Let's see. If they switch here, it's going to be Tyranitar. That's the only thing I can think of that would make sense here. Alright, let's try Ember. I know that's not going to be very effective. Bite wouldn't be very effective either. But Ember has the small chance to burn and hinder Tyranitar a little bit. It is Tyranitar as expected. Here comes our Ember. Didn't get the burn. I'm assuming... You know what? I know Hitmonlee's 4 times effective, but I don't really want it getting hurt by Sandstorm a lot while we're out there. So what I'm going to do instead, I'm going to put Dugong out there. Because while Tyranitar could normally be kind of scary to Dugong because of the rock typing, its only rock move is Sandstorm. So it's going to be either Mud Slap. I forget if it has Bite or Crunch, but one of those. Probably Bite. So, I think we'll be fine to just Waterfall it. If they do try to put, like, Venusaur in there, we have Ice. So, like, yeah, Waterfall. There we go. Alright, got rid of half its health. Here comes a Mud Slap. Alright. If we don't miss, we'll take out Tyranitar with this next Waterfall. Plus, Dugong can rest up to get this health back it loses from Sandstorm, so I think that was the better play. Oh, it held on. Mud Slap again. Well, now we're at 50% accuracy, so we might miss. On the off chance that the game is going to switch here, I'm going to use Ice Beam. I'm going to Aurora Beam to try and finish it off. They did not switch. All right, do we land the attack? We do, and there goes Tyranitar. All right.
There's a distinct difference in the number of remaining Pokémon for each side. Oh,
Alright, Sandstorm rages. Let's switch out. Let's go Charizard. Giga Drain will be 4 times ineffective. Now with Golem and Tyranitar gone, they don't really have a good switch-in for Charizard. Like, if we use Wing Attack, we're going to hurt Alakazam, we're going to hurt Moltres. Magnemite would be fine from Wing Attack, but we're faster than Magnemite anyway, so we could Fire Punch the next turn. So we're kind of set no matter what the game does here. I'm going Wing Attack in case it's Moltres. Good prediction. Good prediction on my part. Oh, and we got a critical hit on top of that. Okay. Alright, so we're 1 to 2 wing attacks away, depending on what kind of damage rolls we get. Or if we get a crit or something. Sorry about that. My dog was making noises in her sleep, and I was trying to figure out where she was laying at. Ooh, so close. Okay, this is going to hurt Charizard a lot, but it did a lot of good work. Charizard hangs on, and it is faster, so this should be a knockout. Charizard takes out Moltres. And like I said, for Venusaur, we still have Fire Punch from Snorlax. We still have Houndoom. Like, we have Dugong. Well, yeah, because even if it goes with Thief, it's not going to be very effective. So let's put Houndoom in. And Houndoom can fight all of the remaining Pokemon, so it'll be interesting to see if the game switches or leaves Alakazam in there. Alright, do you switch or do you stay in? Let's go Bite in case you don't switch. They did not switch, although Future Sight could be a problem. Because back in Gen 2, it will, I believe it still hurts us instead of it being like a psychic attack. Nice hit there. Houndoom might be able to just run away with the rest of this fight, the rest of this battle. Yeah, the game's afraid to switch, so this is going to be a knockout for Houndoom. Yep. And we have the only Pokemon we haven't seen from Doom and Gloom is Staryu. Snorlax we technically saw in the beginning because we led with it. Alright, Ember. Houndoom's special attack is so high. I mean, it knocked out more than half its health with Ember. There's that Future Sight. I don't think it's going to make too much of a difference, though, in this fight. Ember. And there goes Magnemite. 1 Pokemon remaining. We might have our second sweep of the season. And it'll be also the second time it's happened to the poor power. Ember again. I mean, honestly, that probably is its best option because Tackle's going to do nothing. So, Giga Drain is honestly its best option. Super effective hit there. We might be able to take it out next turn. Venusaur hangs on for at least one more turn. All right, one more Ember ought to do it. And Doom and Gloom will take home the sweep. Big performance by Doom and Gloom trying to climb back in the playoff picture. Not only did they get a win, but the sweep is going to help their point differential a whole lot. So, very big outcome in the first matchup of the day. Wow. I'm a little speechless with how well that went for Doom and Gloom, our winners. Power, rough luck of the draw there between the matchups, and also the computer just letting a couple of your Pokemon kind of lose for the sake of letting them lose. But all right, congratulations, Doom and Gloom. I'll be right back with our second matchup of the day. All right, I'm back with our second matchup of the day. We have We Are the Machampion and the Houston Ho-Oh. Same exact story as Doom and Gloom and the Pokemon Power. Both teams need wins for different reasons, and things will get a lot more interesting if We Are the Machampion wins. It's going to shake up the whole league. So let's see here. What do we want to do here? I've been instructed that I am to pick the lead for this team. So let's see. We got Miltank. Well, I shouldn't look at it that way. Machamp, good against Miltank. What are our punches again? Do we have Fire Punch? We do have Fire Punch. So Miltank, Fortress, Bayleaf potentially, Articuno potentially. I know it does have Peck. Bulbasaur, maybe Vaporeon even with Thunder Punch. We do have Thunder Punch. So Machamp I'm not going to lead with because it's good against everything. I'm going to save it and watch how things go. Muck with Dynamic Punch can take Miltank. Sludge for Bayleaf. Neutral hits on Bulbasaur, Vaporeon, and Articuno. It would have to rely on Dynamic Punch against Fortress. Azumarill is not going to help out much really at all. So let's lead with it. It's the perfect Pokemon to lead with. Let it get, possibly let it get beat so that we know what the opponent has. And then switch in to respond. No, I won't let it get beat, but you get the idea. That way someone like Machamp doesn't take accidental, unnecessary damage or something to start with. Articuno, this is actually a neutral matchup. I'm imagining, though, that they're going to switch, so I'm going to do Icy Wind. They didn't switch. They did go Mist, so they'll probably switch next turn, because I think the computer, now that I think about it, has a tendency to go with Mist and then switch. If I can remember that again, next time I'll go, like, Waterfall and then follow it up with Icy Wind. Yeah, the Mist kept the speed from dropping. Blizzard again? Wow, you're not switching, huh? All right, well, we'll try Waterfall next turn, and I'm sure it'll switch, and I'll feel like an idiot. Waterfall it is, then. They're not switching. All right, well, then, if we can get Blizzard to miss once, I'll put up a Rain Dance. There we go. Because that'll make Blizzard less likely to hit, and we'll have a boosted Waterfall. Another miss. All right, 1 for 3 on Blizzard. Blizzard's 70% accurate, so I mean, sounds about right. And now it's going to be 50% accurate because we've got a weather up that's going to make it difficult. So, Waterfall. 4th Blizzard. Only 5 Blizzards, by the way. Oh, I got a critical hit in the rain when it was 50% accurate. Yeah, that sounds about right. Well, there's our slightly boosted waterfall, at least. All right, there's one more blizzard. It is a 50% accurate move at this point. And this is big because now Articuno is not an ice threat to us anymore. It's mostly just going to have Peck. It misses again. Here comes Waterfall. So Articuno is going to have to Peck now. Or retreat, one or the other. Still find it interesting that they didn't switch into Bayleaf or Bulbasaur. And Articuno will go down. A Zoomerol with the first knockout. Now we've got Bulbasaur. Let's go Muck. Now, I'm going to fully expect the game to switch to Fortress, so I'm going to go for one Dynamic Punch. And then, if whether we landed it or not, the next turn, I will try to switch. But hopefully we can have confusion on it while we're switching. Dynamic Punch. They're going to switch. I'm assuming it's going to be Fortress. It is Fortress. Which, again, we do have 2 Pokemon with Fire Punch. We whiffed. Okay. I'm going to go Machamp. Because Ursaring has that ability to heal that Machamp doesn't. So I'm going to save Ursaring for cleanup duty at the end, so to say. Or I'm going to try to, anyway. Alright, let's see. With Articuno gone, they don't really have anything that's super effective on us. We have a Machamp has a super effective move against all 5 of the remaining Pokemon. Let's go Fire Punch. And we'll see what they bring out here instead. Vaporeon, so we'll go Thunder Punch next turn. Actually, nah, we'll do it. We'll do this. Okay. Thunder Punch. All right. Here comes the Waterfall. All right, that's about what I thought it would do. I can live with that. I was hoping A for more damage and B for paralysis. Oh, well, that's okay. Sandstorm still helps a little bit. As far as taking down the Vaporeon's numbers. You're going to go Waterfall again. Let's go Azumarill. Yeah, if we can get get Vaporeon out of there, 3 of the 4 remaining Pokemon are weak to fire. So, between Ursaring and what's left of Machamp, we should be okay. Great job, Azumarill. Way to be a good shield. While we wait for Sandstorm to take a little bit of extra health off of Vaporeon. Icy Wind, we can try to slow it down if we go first. I didn't think we would go first, but I had to play it just in case. Alright, Azumarill goes down. They got a critical hit when they didn't need it. But alright, Azumarill goes down. Good work, though. Good work. I think Donphan is faster than Vaporeon, but that's awfully risky if he's not. Let's go Muck. Alright, let's go Muck. Let's go girl. Sludge, I should have done Dynamic Punch. They didn't switch. Okay, I got lucky. I was waiting for that switch to Fortress to come in. I would have looked really dumb for picking Sludge. Alright. I'm fine with that, especially if we get the poison. I spoke it into existence. Yeah, you're going to switch, but we've at least put a timer on that Vaporeon with the poison. That was actually pretty big. Alright. So we got Fortress left. You're most likely going to go for Sandstorm. So let's not put Machamp in right away, because with the low health, Machamp will likely be taken out by the Sandstorm. So let's put Ursaring in. Well, I called the Sandstorm right. But we can rest eventually to fix that up, so... Fire Punch. They didn't switch. This could be 4 times super effective. Fortress showing its might by hanging on, despite being 4 times effective. There's some spikes. That'll be a little annoying. Fire Punch again. Ursaring, a useless critical hit, but a critical hit nonetheless. Ursaring takes down the Fortress. And with that, Muck now can run amok against all of the remaining Pokemon. Alright, Miltank is out there. Let's try Dig. Because I'd kind of like to take another hit before we go to rest. Sandstorm doesn't hit us underground, okay. Alright, so just got rid of the poison for Vaporeon. The Vaporeon's health is still extremely low. Yeah, but at least we know we have enough... Oh, good, Sandstorm's gone. We have enough health that if we don't flinch, we can rest and get our health back. I think I accidentally spoke that one into existence. We might be able to heal up if we get, like, against Bulbasaur. That is problematic, though. Let's go with Donphan. Because with the other Pokemon remaining being water and grass, I don't think Donphan's going to help a whole lot. The only exception being if it was able to outspeed Vaporeon, which I don't think it will. I know, there's spikes, whatever. Well, we're going to give you a taste of your own medicine. We're going to give you a sandstorm to deal with, and then we'll earthquake after that. Ice punch. That hurt, but it looks like we could survive another potentially if we're not frozen or something. Alright, and that could potentially help us past Miltank as well. Like, after Miltank is gone. Alright, earthquake it. If we can survive Ice Punch, I think Miltank goes down this turn. We survived. We are not frozen. Here comes a big earthquake attack. Miltank survives, but the sandstorm should take it out. And it does. Miltank goes down. Knockout goes to Donphan. So you got Bulbasaur, Bayleaf, and Vaporeon left. Be so funny if they put Vaporeon out here. I was going to say, because it would die to Sandstorm in a turn or two. Well, faint. You know what I mean. Earthquake again. You're going to take us out, but why not? Yeah, there we go. Alright, Bayleaf gets a knockout on Donphan. Let's go with Muck. Because we don't want Wobbuffet taking extra damage from the sandstorm. We'll try just going for Sludge first. If our health gets too low, then we'll try maybe Dynamic Punch here in a little bit. Right now it's got a Safeguard up though, so we can't do any status inflictions to it anyway. Big Sludge, so we might be able to just take it out with one more. That Sandstorm helping out, and with the Sandstorm being up, it can't get as much health back from Synthesis either. It's just like Blizzard, it's a weather effect on some of these moves. So you're not going to get a whole lot of health back. Yep. If we can just land in our Sludge, Bayleaf should go down. Bayleaf will indeed go down. Muck with a knockout. So we've got a very damaged Vaporeon and a Bulbasaur. Alright, Vaporeon. Ah, Sandstorm's gone, but I think we should be able to survive another hit from the Vaporeon. Although Waterfall, at least in the new games, can cause flinches. I don't know if it could back then or not. Alright, Sludge. There goes Vaporeon. We might not even need Wobbuffet to make an appearance. Alright, Sludge. Alright, do we flinch or are we okay? We flinched. Critical hit, flinch. I kind of want to keep Muck alive to try and give this team a chance to get more points, like in the point differential, but I think the best way to secure winning is just stay in and get a nice, clean switch in where the next Pokemon isn't taking extra damage. Alright, Muck goes out. Bulbasaur with a knockout. Good job, Muck. This actually could be interesting. There is a way Bulbasaur could win. There is a way that Bulbasaur could win at this point. Well, that was one of the things that needed to do was take out Machamp. Here computer has a chance, because it could try to poison Wobbuffet. It's going to come down to if Ursaring can... I don't think Ursaring's going to be faster than Bulbasaur, but if Ursaring can rest up, we have a chance. Bulbasaur goes first. Wobbuffet and Bulbasaur, I would imagine it's just going to Toxic us. So it's going to come down to, can I outsmart it between Headbutt and Razor Leaf before the Toxic takes us out? I'm going to Safeguard just in case it doesn't use Toxic. It did. Miss. Miss. How come every time I've ever used Toxic from Bulbasaur this year and last year, it misses on the first try, but when the game does it, of course it hits on the first try. Oh, well. Do I think you're going to Tackle or Razor Leaf? I'm going to say... I'm a Headbutt or Razor Leaf. I'm going to say... Headbutt. You went for Growth. Yeah, I forgot I had Growth, so it probably will just stall us out now. And wait for Poison to take us out. Ah! I think if this literally would have been any other Pokemon left except Wobbuffet on this entire roster, we would have... where the Machampion would have had a chance to win this. It used Razor Leaf. I went with Counter. Alright, this next turn I'm going to go with Mirror Coat, and I bet you it gives me Headbutt. I know this game too well, unfortunately. Alright, in a stunning turn of events. Oh, we would have flinched anyway. In a stunning turn of events, Bulbasaur with 4 knockouts at the end. And the winner are the Houston Ho-Oh. That one's smarts. I don't like that I lost that. There may have potentially been a way for me to play around that. I'm not sure. But, like, maybe if I would have rested that one time for Machamp. I mean, not Machamp, Ursaring. Of course, I was planning to anyway, and then it flinched. So maybe if we don't get that flinch, we have more health to fight Bulbasaur with later. But, the game pulling out some of its tricks, getting all the flinches at the right time. That is Pokemon, though. I'm not upset about that. Just a little disappointed that I couldn't overcome that. Winner of this one, the Houston Ho-Oh. Keeping their dreams alive for the 2 seed. Alright, I will be right back with our final matchup of the day. The matchup of the week. Alright, see you in just a moment. Alright, the final matchup of the day. The Tampa Bay Steelix and My Little Ponyta. Oh, this is a big one. If My Little Ponyta can win with a large margin, let's see. If they can win with... Yeah, if they can sweep, they clinch, making the playoffs. If they don't sweep, they would just need 1 win in addition to this week to guarantee the playoffs. I like their odds of winning 1 more game out of the next 5 weeks, but just saying. So, yeah, they can clinch, and especially now that we've seen the results of some of the earlier games, Tampa Bay need to win to try and keep 2nd place under wraps. Alright, I'm not going to start Magneton and Ampharos because of Sandslash. Houndour could be scary. Let's go with... Actually, I'm going to start with Ampharos, now that I think about it, because if they do put Sandslash in, I just switch to Skarmory and I'm okay. Alright. This is going to be a tight one. Both these teams have Pokemon that are good against each other. For example, Slowbro and Slowking, bad against Dark from Houndour. But their water half is good against its fire half. So there's a lot of matchups like this in this game where who knows how they're going to turn out. They did go with Sand Slash first. Boy, I pretty much saw that coming. If it wasn't for me bringing Skarmory, I would not have led Ampharos. Alright, let's put Skarmory out there. If it does Sandstorm, it won't hurt us because we're Steel type. If it goes Earthquake, it'll miss. It'd be very weird if it picked the like Slash or Fury Swipes, whatever its normal attack is. But we'll see. Earthquake, so that's not going to do anything. Alright. You are likely going to switch into Houndour, is my guess. I'm going to Agility here. Make ourselves faster than Houndour if it comes in. Sandslash didn't come out, I just realized. That's interesting. Sand Attack. Alright, Sand Attack, even though it's a ground move, it does still affect us. Good to note in the future. I don't think it's going to hurt us too much right now. Steel Wing. You're going to switch now. I should have gone Fly. But if we hit, we'll do some damage to something. It's going to be Houndour, though. Come on, please hit it. Alright, I'll take it. It was some good damage. We should be faster than you now. I'm taking a bit of a risk here because with that Sand Attack, I could miss. But we are faster, so I'm going to see if I can hit you with a Fly. Oh, you do have Flamethrower. I was thinking of Houndoom where you had Ember. So we might be dead if we miss. We might be dead even if we do hit if we don't take it out. But I got to try something to mix it up. Oh, good hit. Not enough, but a good hit. Alright, bye, Skarmory. You did a good job, buddy. I made a mistake. Oh my gosh, Skarmory held on. What a champ. What a champ. Okay, you're gonna use Flamethrower again. Let's put Slowking in. I can't. What a champ. Skarmory. I could have stayed in and gone for Fly again, but I hadn't missed an attack yet. Do that Sand Attack. I just know I was gonna miss. I could have chanced it, and I mean, I was faster, so if I did hit, it would have been a knockout, but I also know how this game plays, and I know it wouldn't have let me. Alright, let's go Water Gun. They stayed in. As long as Crunch doesn't knock us out, we're going to have a knockout here. Come on. Just don't miss. Alright, Houndour goes down. Slowking with a knockout. And now we still have the Skarmory switch in for Sand Slash later. That's part of why I kept it alive. Kadabra. You're going to go with Thunder Punch, I'm pretty sure. Well, let's see. I might need to save Ampharos for Blissey, potentially, if Mischievous can't take it down. So let's go Magneton. If I can get Thunder Wave on Kadabra, I'll feel a lot better about my odds of having a chance at it. Because even if it does outspeed me in some situations, there would be the chance for it to be fully paralyzed at least. Right, there's that Thunder Punch. 4 times ineffective. Still did that much because Kadabra's a monster. This is a tough one. I'm going to go Thunder Wave and hope it doesn't switch. That's okay. We can switch into Skarmory. I'd much rather play it safe on trying to use Thunder Wave than switching and having Kadabra knock something out. And even if the game does somehow predict my switch to Skarmory, we still have Slowbro. We'll probably save Slowbro at full health for Jinx or something, but we still have Misdreavus we could work with too, potentially. Misdreavus is not my preferred choice against Sandslash, but it is an option. Okay. Please tell me it picked Earthquake and did not consider the fact that we're at 24 health. Okay. And I do know I was already faster than Sandslash, so I don't have to use Agility here. Let's go Fly and just see what it does. It didn't switch, so it is staying in. Fury Swipes. We are Steel type. There's a chance maybe we might survive that. I'm not sure. Because Fury Swipes is a very weak attack. And if it only hits like twice, we might actually make it. There you go. Alright, we know you're going to be going Fury Swipes here. I think it's still better to keep Skarmory in for now. Fly again. If it only hits twice again, we might get to have another attack after this. But the other one looks tired. There's the attack. A light hit. What now? Oh, that missed too. Wow, it just missed outright. Okay, that works too. Fly again. I think Fury Swipes is like 85% accurate, so basically the same as like using Fire Blast. Yeah, the more damage you can do the Sandslash, the better to help out your teammates, Skarmory. Below half health, that's big. Ah, it got me this time. Sandslash takes out Skarmory, but Skarmory did a good job. Alright, you're going to use Earthquake. I think you're faster than everything I have left, so I'm just going to go Misdreavus. Shadow Ball. I don't think it'll take it out, but it'll at least do some decent damage, I think. Alright, it did enough that if we get to attack again, we'll take it out next time. Critical hit. That's going to be a knockout, isn't it? Of course the game gets a critical hit on a key Pokemon on my team when it's at full health to knock it out. Of course. Why wouldn't it? Alright, well that pretty much, I think, ends this one. This game's so ridiculous sometimes. I can't believe that just happened. Gosh. Let's see. For Kadabra later, I'm going to need Slowbro and or Magneton, maybe Ampharos. For Blissey, I was hoping I could use Pain Split from Misdreavus to knock its health way down, and then try attacking it with like Ampharos or something, but that is out now. Jinx. Its attacks are all not very effective on Magneton and Slowbro, so I need those two for Jinx. Gengar's just going to use Nightshade, but Slowbro would be super effective, and Slowking as well. I guess we'll go Slowbro, because I feel like Earthquake will take out Slowking. Or maybe the game will just give it another random critical hit to one-shot Slowbro. Alright, Surf. If this game has Surf Miss or something like that, then that'll prove it's rigged. Alright, good. That did less damage than I thought it would do, at least. Alright, good. Oh, now we get a critical hit when we don't need it. Thanks, game. You gave me one on a hit that would have knocked it out anyway. Unbelievable. Alright. What's up next? Blissey, that's very bad for Slowbro. Let's get you out of there and put Ampharos in. We don't want a Thunder to hit Slowking or Slowbro. Come on, miss. Give me a lucky break for once. Well, at least it didn't paralyze me. That in itself is sort of a lucky break the way this game plays. You're going to switch? Let me guess, it's going to be Gengar, so Dynamic Punch won't hit, right? We're going to have to hope Zap Cannon hits, because Gengar could hit anything for 100 damage with Nightshade. So I can't really switch, because it's just going to be free damage it gets. Hypnosis, please miss. This would be a true gift. I was going to say, if it could have missed and we could have Zap Cannon, that would have done it. But no, why would the game ever hurt itself? Unreal. I don't know why I do this to myself every week. The game is pure torture with the shenanigans it pulls. We're not going to wake up, are we? We woke up. Can we actually hit, please? Well, that does it. I needed Ampharos, so that's going to do it. This one's over. Game's not even giving me a chance to try. Not giving me a chance to try. I may sound salty. I am salty. For once, I would like the computer with one of these top teams. Last season, it was Fearow. This season, it's Ponyta. Just because they're the top team doesn't mean they have to win every time. And it seems like no matter what we do, I think I could put a team up here where all 6 Pokemon are good against their 6 Pokemon, and the game still doesn't care. They could have 6 water types, and I could have 6 grass types, and the water types are going to somehow win, it seems like. Like, I don't know why the game does that, but it's very annoying that it seems like it just will not give us a chance. Us being me and the other managers. It's very frustrating. There may still be a way for me to win, but I'm going to need a lot to go my way. And the way this game's going, I know it's not going to give it to me. This is going to be Blissey. Yep. I gotta switch to Magneton. It's gonna try Thunder. My only chance is Magneton. And then I guess I'll try to Thunder Wave, whatever comes in after that. Could we get the game to miss a Thunder for once? I miss Thunder like all the time. Could I get them to miss a Thunder? That'd be nice. No, in the game, they not only won't miss, they'll probably paralyze me this turn. Alright, at least Blissey's been paralyzed. So that may happen. Alright, we're going to try our own Thunder. I guarantee you this is going to miss. Because the game, there's no way the game will be nice enough to let me land this. Especially with them switching when I could have used Thunder Wave again. Oh, there's no way it's going to let me hit. It'd be too convenient It'd be too helpful to me. What'd I just say? Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Let's Thunder Wave it, because the only chance Slow King and Slowbro will have against it is if it's slow. We've got too much damage on us now, so now Magneton can't fight Kadabra. So our only hope is going to be if Slowbro can beat it. Thunder and hope that it's paralyzed and doesn't do anything this turn. Or that we get a crit or something. 0 for 2 for us on Thunder. Want to point that out. We got that paralysis we needed, but guess what? We needed to hit Thunder and get the paralysis. Game didn't give us the Thunder. Third Thunder. We'll see if the game gives it to us this time. Hey, you know what? If we would have had that other Thunder, we would have beat it. Alright, 2 paralysis in a row. Maybe the game's getting my hopes up. It's giving me false hope. I bet Thunder misses, though, and Nightshade takes us out. What do you know? The game threw me a bone. Gosh. I don't think we're going to be able to beat Kadabra, though. I think if it's Jinx, we have enough health we can survive an attack and paralyze it. But we're not going to be able to do much with Kadabra. But hey, at this point, if I can even see Kadabra, I'm going to consider that a win the way the game's treated me in this battle. 3 health left. Slow it down. Because Jinx is a fast Pokemon. We need that paralysis. Alright, Thunder, come on. Let me hit it. That's my only chance is if I can hit some Thunders and get some paralysis. Alright, and our Thunder would do it. It did not get paralyzed. Magneton goes down. Yeah, we're a desperation play right now. I'm throwing a bunch of Hail Marys because the game has taken away the routine stuff. I want to put Slowbro in there and try to take it out with Surf, but I know that this game, if I do that, they're going to hurt it bad enough it can't battle against Kadabra, so we're going to go Slow King. The Slow King's hurt enough that Kadabra would just Thunder Punch it and win. Slowbro could maybe survive a Thunder Punch, and it could definitely survive a Psychic. I'm going to try Water Gun. I'm not sure if Psychic, that's not very effective, or Water Gun would be better here. Alright, that looked like it might be enough damage. That's 53. I think this time I'm going to go Psychic. Just to be safe, because Psychic is a stronger move, even though it's not very effective. Yep, okay. Jinx goes down. So at the very least, I'm going to make the score look better than the game really played out. This, honestly, from my chair, the way I'm sitting right now, I feel like I got swept. The game, like, almost nothing went my way. I did get a couple paralysis off of Gengar, but other than that, game pretty much shafted me in this one, in my opinion. Yeah, because now even if we find a way around Kadabra, Blissey is going to be a problem. I'm going to take the Hail Mary play here and go for Disable on the off chance that we somehow survive an attack. We're not going to, but if we did... Alright, we got just Slowbro left. My only chance. We're going to have Slowbro survive 2 attacks and land 2 good surfs. And then also have Blissey just be paralyzed into oblivion. It paralyzes me, of course it does. Oh, look at that. And our surf would have done it, but I bet we lose before we get a chance to use it. I don't know. I kind of feel like we can go ahead and hand the championship over to this team because I did very extensive planning for this game. I even feel like I got the team I wanted to have against them, and the game still chewed me up and spit me out. Like I don't know what else anyone can do to beat this team. And I want to be clear. Like even though I'm upset, I'm not knocking the manager. It's not the manager's fault that the rest of us let them build their team the way they've got it built. But I sort of feel like we're playing basketball and the other team has 5 7-footers and our tallest guy is 6'2". Like, it's such an uphill battle and so many miraculous things have to happen. It's going to be hard to see this team losing again. Winner is My Little Ponyta. A little bit different before we move on today. I'm going to tell people the strategy, the thought behind my team, and why it was so disheartening to see it play as ugly, perform as ugly as it did. All right. Slowking is slow, but it had Psychic and Water Gun. If it gets matched up with Gengar and isn't put to sleep, Psychic one-shots Gengar. Against Jinx, Jinx's Confusion and Ice Punch are both ineffective against... not very effective against Slowking. So even with Water Gun, Slowking can win that head-to-head. Houndour, while being a dark type, is also part fire. So it can be beat by Slowking and Slowbro. Sandslash, weak to water, can be beat by Slowking and Slowbro. Kadabra, while it does have Thunder Punch, it is forced to rely on Thunder Punch instead of Psychic, giving us a chance. I mean, as we saw, if Slowbro would have had full health instead of 90% or whatever it had when it went in, it could have survived 2 Thunder Punches, and it could have beaten Kadabra with 2 serves. Ampharos. Dynamic Punch on the Blissey. Would have done a lot of damage. Zap Cannon would have paralyzed Gengar, Jinx, Houndour, or Kadabra. Magneton. Both of Kadabra's moves ineffective. You just Thunder Wave it, and it's ruined for the rest of the game. It did help with Jinx on the Paralyze. And Gengar. Skarmory. Only thing that could beat Skarmory would have been Blissey with Thunder or Houndour. Mischievous would have been big on Blissey, because Blissey has so much health. We would have drained 400 of its 600 HP right away with Pain Split. And that's if we didn't take any damage. After it damaged us, we would have done more. So you can see why I'm upset. Now, that's not saying that their team couldn't do things to us. Like, obviously, again, Blissey could Thunder a couple things. Houndour had some advantages. Kadabra with Thunder Punch was, if it got paralysis, it could do things. So that's not saying that it was like, that on paper my team should have won. But on paper, you can give this at least a 50-50 shot. And I feel like that's not what we saw. I feel like this was a 50-50 shot, and the game acted as if this was an NBA team against a high school team. And that's the frustrating part about it. But, oh well, we got some more weeks to play. Best that the Steelix can hope for now is play for second place. And hope that the computer can upset My Little Ponyta in the playoffs to give the Steelix a shot at the title, I guess. Or anyone else a shot at the title. So I'll be back in a minute with updated standings, but you've heard my 2 cents now on where things are at. All right, see you here in just a moment. All right, let's see. There we go. All right, so there's our updated standings, and I have one thing I need to add here. I wanted to wait till we were in this screen to add. My Little Ponyta, congratulations. You have now clinched a playoff berth. You are 6 games ahead of the first team, of the top team that's not in the playoffs right now, with only 5 games left. So even if you do miraculously lose out, you are in the playoffs no matter what. So My Little Ponyta has clinched a playoff spot. So got 5 weeks to go, so a third of the season to go. And the difference between second and last, only 4 games, so a lot could happen. Only a 3-game difference between 4th and 6th, and a 2-game difference between 4th and 5th, so a lot can happen. Current standings right now, Ponyta 9-1, Houston Ho-Oh now at 6-4. Houston Ho-Oh have a negative point differential, and they're in second place. Tampa Bay Steelix in third at 5-5. Pokemon Power in fourth at 5-5, but with a worse point differential. Doom and Gloom at 3-7. We Are the Mod Champion at 2-8. Look at the point differential. 23 for My Little Ponyta. The next best is my Tampa Bay Steelix with 4. So, again, adding a little bit onto my rant for a moment ago. A lot of things going My Little Ponyta's way. First losing record week against the computer for a while for me. I went 1-2 this week, dropping me to 22-8 now on the season. Still way better than last season's results, but a little disappointing that I did that this week. As far as each team, Slowking is now my first double-digit knockout Pokemon on the season at 10-5. Ampharos didn't get to do a whole lot today to help. It wasn't really given a chance. Mischievous absolutely wasn't given a chance. It didn't even get to attack. It went out there, and a random critical hit Earthquake took it out, and it never got a chance to do anything. So, no, I take that back. It may have done a 1 Shadow Ball. I can't remember. Nonetheless, it didn't really get a chance to do anything. So, upsetting there. Mischievous could have really turned that game around because Pain Split would have really hurt Blissey a lot. And then just having Shadow Ball against Gengar, Jinx, and Kadabra, like, that was, of all the Pokemon on my team to get one-shot crit, that was the one we didn't want to get one-shot crit. So convenient that the computer had that one get one shot. Magneton 6-3, still doing pretty well for me on the season. It hasn't played a whole lot, but when it has played, it's got a 2-1 ratio, so it's doing pretty well. Doom and Gloom, Staryu did not play today and is still the knockout leader by ratio at 7-5. Houndoom now at 7-6. Snorlax was there for a brief moment and then sat on the bench as a cheerleader the rest of the day. Houston Ho-Oh, Bayleaf now have 14 knockouts and 8 faints. Bayleaf, one of 2 Pokemon in the league that have 3 Pokemon in the league that have played every matchup for their respective teams. Vaporeon in second at the moment at 8-7. My Little Ponyta, look who's out in front of the knockouts for their team and is now second in the league in knockouts. Last year's MVP starting to come alive and look like the MVP again. Jinx also doing well this year at 11-6. This team performed very well today. I mean, I know there was a couple lucky breaks, and I've moaned about that long enough. Blissey doing a good job with this team. It hasn't got the numbers, but it's just got so much health, and it's such a wall that it does, when you're having to switch constantly, it does really help this team a lot. Pokemon Power, I don't want this to be taken the wrong way, but part of the reason this team has been swept twice, I think, And it could just be luck as opposed to what I think, but in my opinion, they're pretty much using the same 7 Pokemon. They're just rotating between those 7. So they're getting very easy to plan for. At least that's my opinion. It could have just been dumb luck that they've been swept twice, but might want to think about using some of these other Pokemon like Tentacruel, or I know Pinsir doesn't have any knockouts, but it was a good defensive pivot in the game it played. Raichu's pretty fast. Primeape hasn't been used at all, so be interesting to see if Pokemon Power will start mixing it up or not. We are the Maw champion. Ursaring dealt a rough hand today, as when it did have a chance to rest, it was flinched. Muck didn't land any of its dynamic punches. And then a head-butting, toxic-using Bulbasaur rallied off 4 knockouts in a row to win. I think this one would have gone differently if we just didn't have Wobbuffet. If we didn't have Wobbuffet, like, say we had Marowak, we might have been able to thrash Bulbasaur. Wigglytuff could have used Fire Punch. Suicune potentially Gust. Heracross for sure could have won with Mega Horn. Scizor would have won as a Steel type. Togetic could have won with Fly. I feel like if any other Pokemon other than Wobbuffet would have been picked, that would have been a victory for We Are the Maw champion today, but hey, that's what happens. So after today, just to wrap up again, My Little Ponyta has clinched a playoff spot. Congratulations. Next week's matchups in Week 11, Tampa Bay Steelix are now on the road against We Are the Maw champion. Tampa Bay Steelix actually with a chance to go to a losing record next week. Houston Ho-Oh get a home matchup against the Pokemon Power, a chance for the Ho-Oh to try and extend their lead in the race for second place. And then Doom and Gloom playing against My Little Ponyta. That will be a big matchup in that household. Be interesting if Doom and Gloom can win, especially with the Power and Steelix both being controlled by the CPU next week, and most of the time I'm beating the CPU this season. Those teams could potentially both drop to 5 and 6, and if Doom and Gloom could pull an upset, they'd be at 4 and 7 and be just a game out. We Are the Maw champion again. If they beat the Steelix, they're going to be close as well. So this playoff race is just going to get tighter and tighter as we move forward. If you liked what you saw here today and were okay with my moaning, if you were able to tolerate that, sorry. I know I did that a little more than usual today. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, ring the bell, all that YouTube nonsense. And I'll see you next week for Week 11 of the Pokemon Stadium 2 Draft League. All right. Bye-bye.